So me and Salem from Nerd Entertainment are actually here with Stoneshiver, with Jesse Wilkin and Bach and Jacko.
Jacko Tuesday.
Enchiladas. Hashtag Team Enchiladas. So tell me, how am I? So, were you actually stoked about doing one with Puddle of Mud?
Oh yeah, the show with Puddle of Mud. We were looking forward to it from the day one. We got word on it, and the crowd didn't disappoint. Sold out show.
And I think
Can't
the biggest
complain.
thing was like we actually got to play in our backyard in Kingsburg.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
right here live in Bullfrogs.
Yeah, for sure.
So what actually got you guys like back together again? Because you guys were MIA for a while, then you guys ended up coming back out of nowhere.
And by a while, you probably mean like 10 years or so.
You know what kind of happened was that things started kind of freeing up, and we had the opportunity to play some really cool shows. We played with Alien Ant Farm a while back, and then we had a show with Filter and Everclear, and just opportunities just started showing up, and it just seemed like the right time. And once we started jamming again, we started coming up with some new music, and here we are
this
now.
is like we got the opportunity to play with those big shows, and before we were like kind of scraping around to actually play to a big crowd, but we got the chance to have a big ass crowd. And that really kind of struck a chord to us and saying, you know what, maybe we should keep this going.
Yeah.
And sure enough, we actually, got back together and started writing new material.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We're in the studio right now recording a couple new tracks, and we're just really looking forward to putting that in the hands of everyone that's a fan.
Oh, definitely. And thank you again for giving me a brand new copy of The Tragedy.
Yeah.
I had mine for like after all those years, and it just finally got scratched. It was just like, it was down to his last
You need to
track.
put that in iTunes.
Yeah, now I do. And since I introduced him to it, it's like now I'm like,
You guys gained a fan tonight.
Cool.
So.
Yeah.
Good deal, man. Thanks for coming. Cool.
I like that one skin. That was like probably my favorite out of you
great.
guys' set.
Great. Cool. Yeah.
One
Well.
of my favorites to play too myself.
Yeah.
Not to play because I actually get to sing a lot on that one.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys at the podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right on.
So once again, this is Stoneshiver right here with
Jesse Wilkin.
And Jacko Tuesday. Jacko.
All right. Thanks.
All right, no problem. So there you guys actually have it. I'm like, when you guys end up listening to this, hashtag Team Enchiladas or Jacko Tuesday. I'm like, just take a picture of your tacos on Taco Tuesday, because I know everybody on my Facebook gets tacos on Taco Tuesday. So hashtag Jacko Tuesday. That would actually be awesome. So just go ahead and do what you guys got to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and go ahead and share the hell out of this. I'm like, and come out and just follow Stoneshiver. They're actually a real good band. I'm like, I followed them since day one when I got introduced to them, and they're a hit. They still haven't aged. For reals. It's just like I seen like all my pictures from my first one when I made my first T-shirt. I'm like, and I think it was in a Sharpie. Phil, you want to get in on this?
No. I'm just kidding.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna hit the road. Hey, I'm gonna hitch ride with them, so we're all good.
Yeah,
You can take
so
care
it's just
of
me, Jeremy.
Yeah. Is that cool?
Yeah,
See you, man.
we're cool. I guess I'm the Jacko Tuesday driver.
It's kind of like he's like a younger image of you.
Wow.
If they ever did a movie on Stoneshiver, you would be John.
The older version of you.
There you go. Yeah, he got it backwards.
I know you did. But you know what? That's a compliment to me.
There you go.
Not soon.
It's like, what would the Stoneshiver film be called? It would be called probably Broken Eyes. Or
Because eyes broken is
all right. See you later, Jesse. All right, Jocko. You take it easy, all right?
You too, guys.
All right,
man.
Keep bass
Good
playing.
to meet you guys.
For sure, man. We're taking off, dude. Get the bass lines going.
All right.
Yeah.
Taking off. Are you cool?
Thank you, CJ. All right, no problem. You take it easy.
Dude.
All right. Meet you guys again. Yeah. Awesome music. Fuck yeah. My friend, that joke.
So we did quite a few interviews. Also ended up, had a blast. I had a blast. I had a hell of a good time. And so yeah.
I'm still stoked we got to interview the bassist from Puddle of Mud.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to get to talk to those guys at all.
Well, he's the bass player. He's the guitarist and the drummer.
Yeah, that's the drummer right here. And then the guitarist is standing right there. And you got Michael, the bassist, right there.
Dang. But they rocked.
They did.
Where's like the main guy?
I know, it's pretty awesome though that we're this close to them right now. Not that they even noticed that we're parked right next to them.
And they're like a hell of a popular.
This was sheer luck getting that parking spot right here in the front.
Yeah,
Look.
getting that parking spot like right here in the front. It's like you never get that.
Yeah,
even at a concert like this, sold out.
And then we come out, lo and behold, who's fucking parked next to us?
And we just parked right next to Puddle of Mud's rent-a-van, I think.
Yeah.
Or I don't even know if it's a rent-a-van or whatever, because there's a rosary right there on the mirror, on the dash, near the mirror,
yeah,
and there's a pink one. So
has that personal vehicle touch to it? But
yeah.
What are the odds that we park right next to fucking Puddle of Mud? What are the odds of that?
You think we should end up going up to them and saying like you guys did a kick-ass show?
Yeah, as long as you don't get bombarded by some kind of security guard.
I know, right?
Oh, that's just how this club is.
How's it going, guys? Hey, you guys did a kick-ass show.
Yeah,
Again,
really.
Once again, you guys did a hell of a good show.
Fantastic fucking show. It's my first time seeing you guys live. I've listened to you guys for years, but first time I actually got to see you guys live. So thanks to this guy right here, you know, gave me his extra ticket. So cool. Great. Yeah, I mean, we were pretty stoked about getting. We felt like we lucked out, you know, getting a parking space in the front, and we come out and lo and behold, who's fucking parked next to us as we come out right now.
I was just like,
you know
wow,
what I mean? We're like, oh.
It's like that's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a story to tell tomorrow. My friend's birthday party. Hey guys, guess what? I fucking walked out the bar yesterday night. Guess who's parked next to me? Fucking Puddle of Mud.
It's close to the front.
Yeah, right in the very front.
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
He played for. He opened up for you guys. I think that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. Yeah.
So can we do like a little quick quick interview about tonight?
We gotta go. Family.
Sure.
All right.
I mean, I'm kind of retarded, so I don't say much.
Actually,
Can you first tell us your name and your occupation?
Hi, my name is Matt Fuller. I play guitar, and I get up and be stupid in public.
So, all right, so tell me what actually brings you guys like back to here in Fresno, well, Kingsburg at least, because I know last time you came here at the Fresno Fair, and then afterwards you guys finally came back and returned.
Someone called our agent and said, we want them to play here, and they worked it out, and here we are.
So, do you guys like actually do this all the time? You know, like be like around like thousands of fans and just like, you know, setting up, bringing out the equipment, and then everybody come and talk to you, like.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I mean, we always try to like meet people afterwards. It doesn't always work that way because we wanted to sign at the merch table, and then they were like, "Oh no, we cleared it out." So yeah, it didn't happen tonight.
But you guys did one hell of a show, though.
Thank you very much.
It was actually, it was worth it. Just like
that was our agent texting me right now, actually.
It was quite the experience. I'm so fucking happy this guy chose me to come with him to the show, you know, because he was asking everybody on Facebook, hey, who's 21 plus wants to come to the show with me? I was like, well, who's playing? You know?
Although it's 18 and over, so you could have, you know.
Yeah, because my teacher, he's my guitar teacher and choir teacher. He's the lead singer for Stoneshiver.
Oh,
so
right on.
So yeah, and I ended up I always went to go see them, and they came, you know, with their return. I'm like on being up on stage once again, and then it's just like, hey, we're opening for Puddle of Mud, so you got to come and check this out. And I said, oh man. But honestly, I honestly love your guitar solo when it comes to Blurry.
Yeah.
Can you actually tell us like exactly what was that about? Like what was the lyrics about? Like where did it come from?
Lyrics. Wes wrote them about his son.
So it was about his son.
It is
truly.
about his son, and his son is the kid in the video too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's completely ironic because your song Blurry actually reminds him of his son.
Yeah, it reminds me of my son. Like, you know, the times that I had, you know, like with his mother, and then, you know, it just finally came to this. So so yeah, I'm like, and when I watch it, it's just like, you know, it's like a flashback of seeing me, you know. But I'm like, but with the beginning and all that, and then when I saw you guys. Did you guys actually do the Psycho music video at Universal Studios?
That I don't know. I wasn't in the band then.
Oh, you guys.
I've only
oh,
been
you
in
weren't?
it since 2012.
Oh, really?
So I'm you know, I'm on the new record that isn't out yet, but we're 7 songs in, so we're a little more than halfway done.
What is actually one of like your good songs that you like playing in the new album?
There's a song called "Uh-Oh, I Fucked It Up Again."
Really?
Yes, and
Well, I look at some of you guys' stuff, you know what I mean?
It'll probably be one of the singles, because it's just,
up on the stadium, you know,
it's along the, you know, it's in that vein of like She Hates Me and stuff, where it's kind of like whimsical, but just really catchy.
I think the name just speaks for itself, just like
and
how She Hates Me.
We've played it a couple times. And, you know, by the end of it, the audience is singing along because, you know, uh-oh, I fucked it up again. Oh, baby, where do I begin? You know, so, yeah.
So Wes is actually just like, you know, coming up like with whatever and came up with another, you know, hit like She Hates Me.
Pretty much, yeah. There's a couple like darker, moodier songs too that I really like as well.
I stuck it behind him and I was putting the camera like.
So yeah, I mean it's, you know, it's gonna be, you know, a classic Puddle of Mud record. There's gonna be heavy stuff. There's gonna be, you know, the blurry type, you know, emotional stuff.
I would take off his shirt.
And then, you know, the rockers, you know, the heavy stuff. So, you know,
turn the other way, man.
Wow.
Yeah, covering all the ground.
There you go.
So what is like your guys' like next on my like next stop?
Tomorrow in Big Bear.
Big Bear.
And then
Thank you guys.
thank you, sir. Thank you. And then we actually have next weekend off, and then the weekend after that we're going to the East Coast. If you have a pen.
See you guys soon, man. Thank you.
And then the following weekend we're doing like New York, 3 shows in New York, 1 in Pennsylvania, or maybe it's 2 in Pennsylvania and 2 in New York. I don't know, something like that. And then March we go to Italy and the UK.
Nice.
So yeah, and then in July we're playing some festival in Slovakia. Who goes to Slovakia? We're going to Slovakia.
Nice.
Yeah.
The
So
UK would actually sound.
I'm
quite
really
fun.
looking forward to that. Because I was born in Italy, and I'd like to see. Because I was born on an American Army base, so you know, born there, then moved back, came back to the States. So
It's like there and back again.
yeah, so I want to actually be able to see it while I'm cognizant of, you know, what's going on.
I do, yeah. It's
Nice.
So yeah,
Actually, let me get a.
yeah, and then just, you know, just keep playing around the States and whatever.
I was surprised that you did Rocket Man. I was actually listening to that earlier.
Yeah,
today.
we haven't done that. You know what? It is kind of funny because yesterday, in just like random places, I heard that song 3 times. And I was just like, wow, that's weird. I haven't, you know, because we haven't played it in a couple months. And so I was kind of like, at first, Jesus, do I remember this song? And yeah, I was, you know, after I heard it the 3rd time yesterday, I go, I bet we're going to play it tomorrow. I bet she's just going to call it out randomly. And sure enough, he did. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. An Old Man, we haven't really learned yet. He just had me, like, start playing it, and I was like, okay, I'll fudge my way through this.
Hey,
So,
man, get with me in there too, man. Just put the
So,
yeah.
yeah.
But you did. But you guys pulled it off, though.
Thank
you
you.
guys
Thank
pulled
you.
it off.
Yeah,
So,
I guess times have changed, right?
you know, it's what it
Whatever
is.
floats your boat, right? Hey, you
all in there.
gotta make everyone happy.
Exactly.
Here you go.
You got that one?
Woo!
Thank you, guys.
But where do you actually originally stay?
What's up?
Where do you originally stay? In LA?
Yeah, we're all based in Los Angeles.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Right on, dude.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so,
Hey, take a picture. You're the drummer, right?
he's the drummer.
Oh, you're the guitar player.
Yeah. But
Anyways,
I think
hey,
we're gonna bounce.
get a picture of this guy.
All right.
But-
It was really nice talking to you.
thank you, you too, my friend.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
You want me to take a picture for you, Salem?
Alright, yeah, try and do
Or
Hey,
get in
Dave.
on this?
Photobombing.
1, 2, bam. Alright,
Good,
awesome.
sir. It's like Mount Everest.
Right on.
All right, you guys have a safe trip.
Take care, man. Thank you very much.
Keep playing.
Yeah, you guys really rock it.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Nice.
Yeah, again,
You take care,
fantastic
man.
fucking show.
All right.
It was awesome to see you guys.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out too.
Good luck on the album, though.
Yeah, thanks.
For sure. Alright,
Our car broke, dude, back in Las Vegas, man. We've been hitchhiking all the way here.
So there you have it, guys. We just actually did an interview with Stoneshiver, not just Stoneshiver, but fucking Puddle of Mud. Oh, like, people think I'm like, oh man, it's just like,
dude, this night just turned out so fucking perfect. Like,
rad,
it was like meant to be. I mean, it all started just fucking getting this perfect parking space right here up in front.
From a parking space, fucking getting in front and
getting in front of the stage,
getting a handshake from Wes.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I know. Just being able to roll with your friend's band, and then it just got better from there. We finally got to we got to do what we thought was gonna be the impossible. We interviewed fucking Puddle of Mud. And got pictures, and then it just keeps getting better and better. I mean, like, the moment we walk out, I didn't see it at first, but when we walked over the car, I was like, oh fucking shit, Puddle of Mud's parked right next to us. We're fucking parked right next to Puddle of Mud.
Yeah, we were parked right here in the front, and their van was just parked right here.
Yeah,
We didn't even know.
Puddle of Mud just fucking right there next to us.
Bro, like, wait a minute, that's Puddle of Mud.
Like, oh shit. Oh shit.
People think we couldn't do this, but look, we fucking did it. We just did it tonight, and that's that. This is history right here. Nerd entertainment at its best, new and improved. People think we couldn't do it, but look, we did it. We did it. Without anybody, we did it ourselves. This is it. This is the beginning of a new era. So we're getting warmed up in the car. We're warming up the car. It is seriously foggy out. Out here. It's even foggy around in the windows.
Dropped too, man.
The temperature did drop, and
my hands went back down. Honestly, I don't know why my hands were swelling because it was so warm in there. I don't know why, but like my ring, look, I can take my ring off. Slide it on and off. In there, my ring literally got stuck to my finger, and I noticed my hands were fatter than they usually are. I was like, fuck? Why are my hands swelled?
I thought your fingers were swelling up because that chick was holding onto your fucking arm.
I wasn't sure what it was.
Making a human wall or the Oreo line.
Seriously, I was like, was it that drunk bitch or was it this tight ass fucking bracelet that
I thought it was mine too. I was like, shit.
Or was it? We were literally being cooked by body heat, and that's why we were swelling.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, and then afterwards it was just like somebody tried to end up fucking up the night, but it's just like, he didn't ruin it. He's like, fuck that dude.
Oh yeah, fuck that motherfucker that tried to punk you in there.
I know, it was just like, seriously, dude, it's just like, you ain't gonna do nothing. It's just like, and then he saw us with the band, he didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he stepped back.
It's just like, yeah, dude, he took a big step back, and then what happened? He fucking left.
After trying to tell you, oh, you should leave. Who's the bitch that left, motherfucker?
Like, who's the bitch now?
Yeah, sorry to all y'all that don't really cuss or listen to anything explicit, but this is an explicit podcast.
Yeah,
tonight.
This is an explicit podcast all the way.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was just like, man, it's just like honestly, you're not knowing who you're dealing with. And it's just like, oh, you're gonna check it out right now with the fucking band.
Hell yeah!
You mess with one band member, it's like you mess with all of them.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like you're gonna get a chop. You're gonna get fucking drumsticks to the face. You're gonna get a fucking guitar on the back of your head.
Seriously,
it's like you're gonna get a bass player.
I didn't get a chance to see it because I'm so fucking short. For all y'all know, that I've never seen me or met me in your life, and only know my voice at this point. I'm only 5'3". I'm no bigger than like Easy, really. But I didn't get to see what happened. I think CJ kind of saw, But there was some chick that was just going ape shit, and then she bashed a fucking her beer bottle over this dude's head.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like, she just whatever
and
he
she
was
got
saying or
kicked
doing,
out.
she
I was
wasn't
like,
having
oh, there was like 2 fights because they were, because honestly they were waiting for Wes, and everybody was like gonna start eating each other out there because they were waiting because
everybody was going ape shit for Wes, dude.
They was going ape shit. Like it was terrible, but honestly, no, my it was worth it. We got it. We got to the very front. I'm like, the spot where we wanted to be, and then afterwards we saw I'm like, you know, that fucking douchebag, and then their group, and then they were like behind other people when they were in the very front or whatever. It's just like, who's the bitches now?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it was a really, it was a kick-ass night overall. I mean, I haven't had a night this fun in a while. You know, I mean, it was awesome to come out, turn up with you, and you know, be your guest host on your podcast.
Oh
with
hell
you.
yeah, dude! It's just like we gotta do this shit more often. We gotta do a podcast more
dude.
often.
I mean, honestly, you're the only like metalhead / rocker that I know of from the theater. Honestly.
Oh, hell yeah.
So for sure, dude, we definitely got to do this a hell of a lot more often. This
because we got like the same how do I say it? Oh my, a lot of things common, like the same style of music, same taste.
Yeah, we definitely got the same taste for sure.
Like how we were talking about Straight Outta Compton, like all the way over here, and then plus listening to like, you know, NWA, to Tupac, Death Row,
Notorious B.I.G.
Yep. It's just like right when we were talking about we were talking about let me see, were we talking about Tupac and then afterwards
we were talking about the deaths of the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac, and right as you mentioned that you firmly believe that Suge Knight killed Notorious B.I.G.
Then Big Papa came on.
Then Big Papa just came on.
I was like, oh, he's telling us something. That was the truth right there.
That was like his way of responding that you were right.
It's just like really telling Biggie himself, who shot you?
That was his way of confirming your belief right
like,
there.
Yep.
He just came on. Because honestly, like I have my phone that that I'm playing the music off of with my little Bluetooth adapter here that's plugged into the auxiliary. I have my Spotify on shuffle, so I'm not controlling the playlist or the tracks in any way. It's playing itself and it's DJing itself. It's doing its own thing. So that that was 100% genuinely, just spontaneously came on right as we started talking about that. There was no setup whatsoever. None. It was legit. Yeah, it looks like this window is finally defrosted.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, enough for me to see. So.
Your back windows. Side windows, not so much. It's like you gotta roll them down and roll them up.
Oh, so yeah, I don't really need the side windows though.
Oh shit, they're still. Fuck.
Yeah, see, it ain't doing nothing.
Like honestly, look at this chick. This chick honestly kind of, with the top, like with the top of the belt. She kind of reminds me, man, I forgot what movie.
I'm trying to think here. Sure.
I wouldn't say Madonna, but oh man, she reminds me of a certain movie. Like the way she's dressing, I can't remember. I think when I later down today, I'm gonna end up realizing. But yeah.
I don't know. I want to say Practical Magic or something.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was Sandra Bullock and what's her name?
Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman. Yeah, I was saying the redhead that played her sister. They married fucking what's his name?
Keith Urban.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicole fucking Kidman.
Not so much, man. That would have, oh man, it would have just been like surreal. It would have just been like a dream. It was all a dream had we been able to interview Wes.
right? I think because he had. I'm like I don't know what. I'm like honestly, I don't care. People doing their own thing. To end up getting into the mood. That's their business. That's their life. We
definitely.
can't.
Yeah, no
but it's just like
disrespect to him.
no disrespect in that because he's still a good artist. He's still playing. He still did one hell of a fucking show. Didn't disappoint us, but yeah, it was. All in all, today was a good day.
It was a good day.
Yep.
Little Ice Cube in there for you. Yeah, no, that would have been fucking awesome to interview Wes.
Yeah, definitely.
That would have made the night.
But we ended up getting the bass player and we got the guitarist.
Hell yeah, the bass player, the guitarist, and the drummer. We got pictures with all three of them.
We were putting history. We were actually putting putting documents and all that here in entertainment. It just still blows my mind. It's just like, okay, there's people like out there right now that are doing podcasts, that are doing like artists and all that, but we fucking did puddle of fucking mud.
Seriously, like, being a small time entity, like yourself or like myself, which I'm pretty sure I'm a lot less known than you are because you have more. A little more fame on YouTube. You got your followers. I'm still more underground.
I'm still like an alien amongst people.
Yeah.
Like an outsider.
Yeah, I'll admit though, you're definitely more popular than me. I guarantee you. You say Salem Fury. You've been saying, yeah. I got my boy Salem Fury with me all night. I guarantee you, all your listeners are like, who the fuck is Salem Fury? Like who the fuck is that guy? But
follow him on Facebook. It's just like you'll know who he is.
Yeah, just look me up. Facebook, Salem Fury. It's SalemFury.
If you can't spell, go back to school.
Seriously, take your fucking ass back to school. You ain't got no business.
Today, Junior.
So yeah, on Facebook. Let's be friends. I'm a musician myself. I'm still very, underground, unheard of, small time. I'm a vocalist. I got a lot of solo stuff that I do vocally. I haven't really put anything out yet. Because honestly, to be completely honest, I lost my motivation for years after my guitarist died. From my former band that I had, we were called Channel Dark. If you want to see some of our amateur stuff, just look up Channel Dark on YouTube. You'll see me when I was 15 years old. I had a faux hawk. I didn't have the long hair that I have now. But yeah, you'll see me, my boy Keenan, who was our guitarist, and my buddy Philip, he was our keyboardist, my homeboy Macus, he was our drummer, and Keenan's brother Chris, who kind of switched off with bass and guitar. Him and his brother, they switched off those positions a lot. They're both phenomenal players. Keenan was a phenomenal musician. He could play almost anything. Whether it was on drums, the guitar, or playing the bass, because we definitely switched up roles a lot, except for me. I was always vocals and, leading the pack as the front man. But yeah, it was a lot of fun back then. But yeah, if you want to see some of our, some of my stuff, what I do, just look up Channel Dark. That was the band I had back in the day, and I'm trying to get another one started. I have a lot of just vocal recordings that I need to put some music to. So if any of y'all are musicians, if you're into playing, heavy metal, kind of like death metal, that style, the heavier shit, hit me up on my Facebook, because I'm definitely eager to get back into it. But again, it's a privilege to be here with your one and only host, yours truly, CJ of Nerd Entertainment. It's a privilege to be a part of Nerd Entertainment tonight on this podcast with you, and be talking with all of y'all.
Why, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're actually on our way. Well, we're in Kingsburg right now, but we're actually going to be on our way to Kingsburg. We're going to go find something to eat. Yeah. What actually sounds good? Honestly, what?
I don't know. Like I said, I keep saying it. All that fucking talk about Straight Outta Compton, the movie, and NWA. I want to get some burgers. Just all that talk about Fat Burger. I'm just like, damn, I wish there was a Fat Burger around here in our county. The only way you're gonna find a real Fat Burger like what they were grubbing on is if you actually go into LA, you got to go deep into LA to find Fat Burger.
Wrapped up in foil.
Seriously, and I ain't talking about like the Disneyland side. I ain't talking about Anaheim.
Oh, hell no.
I ain't talking about the pretty side. You gotta go. You gotta go to the streets.
Yeah, because that's like where, like I would say, it's like soul food. They put like their soul, their sweat and blood to that food. They put a lot of love on it. I would say a lot of love into that food.
Hell yeah. But honestly, all that talk about burgers, all that talk about Fat Burger, burgers sound good right now, but at this point, if we can't get burgers, I'll settle for anything we can't get because I am just fucking starved.
I am hungry.
The last time I ate was 9:30 this morning because that's my lunchtime. My day job is I work for the U.S. Army Guard, and
really, what do you do there?
I'm a supply technician for the U.S. Army Guard. I worked there with my grandfather, who's a 40-plus year vet. So
nice.
Thanks to him, I had the opportunity to get in there and.
Oh, we missed the exit.
Did we?
Yeah.
And we'll get the next exit. Where there's one, there's another. But
looks like McDonald's is closed too. Fuck.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be down for whatever.
There's Selma down there. We can go ahead and grab something at Selma.
It could be Selma. I mean, I'm playing follow the leader right now, dude. Because I don't really hang out in Selma or Kingsburg or any of these areas. I came out, for a special event tonight. But I'm learning about all the spots that are around and the little old valley in which we live in.
We should actually take a road trip together, though. Seriously, man.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Go to like to the streets of Los Angeles or like.
Yeah, we should
streets of Hollywood Boulevard right there at Sunset.
Hell yeah, I should
go ahead and do an interview and shit.
I would totally be down for that. Take a road trip.
Because honestly, there's so much talent. There's so much talent out there. Because every time when I go over there just keep going straight. Just go every time when I go to Hollywood Boulevard, right there where the Chinese Men's Theater is at. If you go right there in those lanes, you'll see so many like artists. You'll see like from guitarists to like guys banging on buckets for drums and doing like these tricks and everything. And so many like artists that are trying to get out there and try to be noticed. And then I remember I played with a few of those guys. Like with when I ended up going out there a few years back. And they had a lot of stories. They had a lot of good stories, they went from San Francisco to San Diego, and then they ended up in LA. And every artist has a story. But honestly, to end up, I would say to go interview people like that and just tell them their fucking story.
Hell yeah, because even
like buying something to eat or something, go like, hey, let's have a brew.
Yeah, or a beer,
go tell us your story.
Seriously, because even the small time deserves to be heard. I mean, as a small time, like I said, underground, unheard of artist myself, that's all you want in the beginning. In the beginning, when in the beginning steps in your journey, that is all you want, is to be heard. That is the goal right there, is for your message to be heard. There's no other kind of fulfillment that will satisfy other than being heard,
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I definitely think, we should go out there, interview some of the small time people and out on the streets still, doing their thing, trying to get noticed.
Exactly.
Because you never know what that could do for them, because honestly, you don't know who listens to your podcast, you definitely know that you got fans that listen, but
I got fans that listen, but even though I have enemies as well that listen, and it's just like, well, thank you for boosting up my numbers, but it's all good. I'm like, honestly, it's just like, because I know when I was doing, it was before we ended up, I would say before we did Nightmare Theater. Honestly, it was like I was putting Nerd Entertainment on my, like, Nerd Entertainment was going into a direction, like, again, it was like, before, I would say like how it started off when we did YouTube videos first, when we did Rude and Crude. If you followed us on Nerd Entertainment 12 on YouTube, and then you knew that I was doing like a show, Rude and Crude, with Alex Carrillo. It will be the next one.
I'm the chauffeur tonight.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know.
And then afterwards, after he moved, and then afterwards, I took a break on it or whatever, and then finally I started getting into podcasts and stuff, and listening to Smodcasts and listening to Howard Stern again, and then listening to Bob and Tom in the mornings when I would go to work. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna.
Stern, that's my boy. I don't mean to interrupt you, but Howard Stern, that's my boy. I spent a lot of time listening to Howard Stern in my.
Oh hell yeah! And watching his shows at midnight, on HBO.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, I think it was on. Yeah, it was on HBO.
Oh yeah, dude. As a younger kid, oh yeah, I'd wait. I'd wait for my mama to go to bed. Wait for all the adults to go to bed. Look around, make sure the house is all quiet. As soon as it was, boop, HBO, Howard Stern.
So yeah.
As soon as I hear a fucking noise, though, I don't know about you, but I'm sure you can relate. As soon as I heard a fucking noise coming from outside my room, just bam, I hit the mute button immediately. Just started listening. Who's out there? Howard Stern's legit, but you gotta admit, there's some shit on there that that he'd show on his show. I did not want to get caught, watching it.
In it, I'm like, and just being what it actually was before. Nerd entertainment, for nerds, the unnerds, the uncool, the losers, and everything in general. Shout out to those guys too for the first group. They were actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I know what you're trying to say. It's for the entire land of misfit toys. Yeah, the entire land of misfit toys. All the wallflowers out there.
Yeah. And then there's some nerds, that don't, but you all have nerds in you. Of course, from there, they're saying like, oh, I remember, shout out to Rob Digler when his every time when I said, okay, if you were to be a superhero, what would it be? Everybody would mostly say like, Superman or Batman or whatever, but that I was so surprised that he said that, I can't believe nobody's ever heard of it, was Darkwing Duck. I was like, oh yeah, Darkwing Duck is the shit. So shout out to Rob Digler, aka the Darkwing Duck. You're the shit, dude.
I remember waking up in the mornings as a little kid, and I don't know about y'all, but I didn't always have cable growing up, so I watched standard TV, and I remember waking up in the mornings and watching Fox Kids and
Fox Kids rocks kids.
Fuck yeah, and, watching me some Darkwing Duck, and early in the morning on Fox Kids. I remember all that. That was the shit.
It was, and it still is to this day.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm just like, oh man, I'm in like a shock. Can't believe that. Can't believe anybody remembered Darkwing Duck.
So I'm starting to see Countryside.
So you see that little light right there on the left side? We have our head in. I'm gonna lose my fucking voice tomorrow morning. Seriously.
You were jamming.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Every single Puddle of the Mud song. I could
Blurry, especially Blurry, Control, and She Hates Me.
She Hates Me and Blurry.
Pull over in here. No. Keep going a little bit more.
Oh, I see.
You see right here?
Yeah, I see.
So I'm actually going to introduce Salem to this one and only taco truck that is the bomb. It's a taco truck, but it has other foods as well. And they're legit. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get some grub. Thank you for listening. Go ahead and share this around. Go ahead and get it out there, Nerd Entertainment. Once again, I am CJ Leonzo.
And this is the one and only Salem motherfucking Fury. It's a pleasure being part of Nerd Entertainment for tonight and, guest starring on this podcast with y'all. Thanks again, CJ, for bringing me out to the show, And,
you're welcome, sir. Yeah. But yo, Salem, tell them where you're from.
Straight from the 559, you know what I'm talking about? Fresno.
Straight out of Fresno.
Straight out of motherfucking Fresno.
All right, guys. You guys have a good night. We'll go ahead and we'll see y'all soon.